beautiful people, it's Hannah here, Hannah Mindful Mother, and this is just the next video in my healing journey. I'm so excited because I have now been pain-free for loads of days. So I think it was last Tuesday, so it's Monday now, so for nearly a week now I've been pain-free. Now I've learned so much on this healing journey. The work I've done previously, a few years back when I first was able to come off the medication for Crohn's, and I went through the whole process, and then I got so good at being able to change negative emotions to positive emotions so quickly that I just thought I could do that again. But actually, when I had the head injury and my body went into complete shock, and then the Crohn's flared up because of that, actually being in pain, I realised I really was in fear. And even though I was managing to change that fear to love when I was doing my meditations, of course I was, as I spoke about in my previous video, being in pain a lot of the day meant that I was constantly trying to do it. And that meant I was actually constantly having to fight because I couldn't meditate all day, every day. I was using my mindfulness, I was trying to just relax and be calm, but actually it isn't that easy when you're in pain all the time. So I had to go back to basics, go back to previous work I'd done, and actually just admit, I had to admit that I was in fear. When I saw some of the things that were going on in my body and felt the pain, it was constantly coming at me, and I needed to say, look, I am fearful of this. I am fearful about how it's going to be the next day. I'm fearful about how long it's going to go on. And even though I'm a positive person and I knew inside and know inside that, you heal and you heal more quickly when you're just feeling the love. And I was doing that, constantly having the pain come back, was constantly making myself, I was going into resistance. I was trying to fight through my day. I was trying to carry on as normal and be positive, but actually with the pain, I was actually struggling to do that. I was actually in survival mode, just trying to keep going. So some of the time I was able to meditate, some of the time I was able to just take a stand back, but a lot of the time, of course, I was trying to keep going as a mum of 3. So I had to admit it, and that's exactly what I did. I said, look, I feel fear. And this particular day, last Tuesday, I remember it, I said, I'm not pushing it today. I'm not going to try and carry on. I'm just going to take it slow. I'm just going to do what I can do, but I'm just going to slow everything down. So that's what I did. I just did what I could, but I didn't try and get everything done that I needed to do, the washing and this and that and all the things you have to do as a mum. I just took it easy and just sort of almost floated through my day with love and joy, and admitted that I felt the fear. But I didn't dwell on the fear, I just admitted it. And then in my meditation, this is the big one, I did declare my fear. So I admitted to myself, I knew I was feeling it. So I closed my eyes and I said, I feel fear. And when I said that, it was as if I released that fear. The tears were streaming down my face because I was saying, I'm going to let this go now. And it had no more power over me, especially when then I went on from declaring the fear out loud. I spoke it out loud in my meditation. And then I changed it because, of course, just declaring it, it just naturally, it has no more power over you. So it's free. You're free from that fear as long as you let it go, and then by surrendering that fear. So then I surrendered that fear to the universal energy all around me. I just let it go, and I just allowed that loving energy to come and heal my body. And like I said, that Tuesday, just by admitting it even earlier in the day, I got through the day and there wasn't much pain. There was no pain, in fact. And the next day, no pain again. And the next day, no pain again. And honestly, the first few days I was a little bit cautious, but cautious in a really sort of gentle way, like I'm not going to push this, I'm just going to love the fact that I have no pain and love the fact that I'm doing so well, but I'm not going to try and rush around too fast. And gradually now, I'm able to get my speed back in things, and I've been cleaning the house this morning and getting things done, and getting my new course sorted for mothers, which I'm so excited about as well. Being with my children, planning all the adventures I'm going to go on with them, thinking about my future and thinking about the now. What are we going to do now? What should we have to eat today? What should we do? And everything has that real sense of excitement again and energy, and I'm in absolute awe of this universal energy all around. Honestly, it's just incredible. As soon as you let go and you admit the emotion you want to let go and then surrender it, then everything, the magic starts to happen. Everything starts to just change for the better. So I'm so excited. That's the first massive thing I have learned, relearned on my healing journey, and I want to share that with everyone because really it's so powerful. And then one other physical, actual just thing you can do to massively help your body is, sugar. Last Sunday I said, that's it, I'm cutting the processed sugar. Now when I say processed, I still am having some coconut sugar, I'm still having some maple syrup, I'm still having some sweet things, but when I make my sweet things, I tend to add loads and loads of anti-inflammatory stuff to that as well, which I'm going to share actually in my next video. I make just a beautiful anti-inflammatory flapjack mix, which you can add with some natural vegan yogurt, and it's just beautiful. It's so lovely, and the children love it as well, and that's just amazing. So I'm going to share that in my next video. But cutting the sugar is absolutely huge because so often we know it's not good for us, but we just do it anyway because we don't really want to admit it's not good for us. We want to be able to have that nice cake and this and this and this. But honestly, I'm telling you now that I have noticed an absolute huge difference. Obviously, I've done my mental work, and that is massive in my healing. But also when you're doing your mental work, you need to know you're doing the right things physically as well and making the right decisions. So cutting sugar, cutting processed sugar is absolutely huge if you want to heal your body, because sugar is inflammatory, and so you need to cut it out of your diet. It's not good for you. Nobody needs that processed sugar, nobody. We get enough sugars and energy from all the natural foods we can have. And like I said, if you do want to have that little fix, which I do sometimes, which is fair enough, you can add it with natural sweeteners, which are much, much better for you and still have the nutrients in them. And it's just, then it's beautiful and you feel great and you're getting proper energy. You're not going to have the sugar lows and you're going to just feel amazing. And the most important thing is when you're healing, your body is going to be less inflamed. You're gonna, especially if you have the anti-inflammatory stuff as well, your body is going to heal. So two massive things today that I wanted to share with you, just go over them once more, is if you have an emotion, if you feel fear, worry, guilt, any emotion, you need to admit it. You need to say it out loud and declare it in your meditation, but then you need to just surrender it to this universal magical energy all around and just let it go. And then secondly, physically thing to do if you're in a healing journey right now is cut the processed sugar. It's absolutely huge. So I am sending so much love and positivity to all of you, and especially all of you if you're going through healing journeys at the moment. Please do subscribe to my channel if I'm helping you at all with any of the things I'm sharing. And again, I love you all and I'm sending so much love. Bye bye.